Hi YouTube. This is just a little video that I wanted to do as my first. This is basically just going to be a vlog talking about how to save money as a teenager. I know some teenagers have after school jobs. Me personally right now I'm having a hell of a time finding one. And just, saving money because I know some teenagers will get an allowance, some don't. I know I don't. So I basically just have to do extra chores around the house that aren't my usual daily chores in order to get any sort of money from my parents. So the first thing that I wanted to start off with was clothes shopping. I know lately my parents have, like, every 6 months or so, like at the beginning of the school year, my mom or someone will usually take me clothes shopping, and we'll go to the Hot Topic outlet out here in Vegas. And we'll hit the sale racks and we'll get like a bunch of pairs of jeans and a bunch of t-shirts and stuff like that. Just the usual basic stuff that I wear every day around the house. So just make sure that you hit those. Also, I know Victoria's Secret does a 5 for 25 on like panties, and I think bras are included in that sometimes. I don't know. But that's a pretty decent sale, but I wouldn't say that it's the best deal you can get. I was looking at the Forever 21 site earlier, and they're doing a 5 for 10 and I think a 3 for $5.95 or something, which is a pretty decent deal. And I know there's been a few times where I've gone to Wet Seal and they do a 4 for 12 every now and again. And when I went there, I just bought panties, but I know sometimes they have, I know they had bras, and I think they had socks included in that too. So I think that's a really good deal, especially if you're like me and you wait forever to buy more socks than underwear until like your socks are really thin on the bottom and have holes, and like your underwire is starting to poke through and stuff. So at least for me, that's, I think those are really good deals to hit. Not necessarily the Victoria's Secret one. Try and hit those deals and stuff like that. And I think PacSun at one point also had a 3 for $10, which wasn't the best that I've seen, but it was still pretty good. Also, I know Wet Seal does 5 for 20, and that includes like tank tops, t-shirts. I think sometimes they have like PJ shorts, or just basically it's like lounge clothes. I know when I went there with my best friend, and we bought like a bunch of pairs of bought a bunch of tank tops and t-shirts, and I think we bought like a pair of yoga pants. So that's what I would suggest, is try and find the best sales for clothes that you can. Also, another thing for sales is I really like decorating my room with candles, and I like lighting candles and just having nice scents in my room. I think it just helps me feel a lot more relaxed, and it makes my room feel a lot nicer than it really is, because I mean, I moved in like almost a year ago. I still haven't painted. There's basically just posters on my walls. I think I have a mound of laundry behind me that I've been procrastinating folding for like 2 weeks now. So that's one of the things I would recommend, is if you're going to get candles and stuff like that, sometimes if you go to like a Bed Bath & Beyond Yankee Candle, sometimes they have good sales. But around Christmas I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and I bought this Japanese cherry blossom candle for myself, and I bought a fresh balsam candle for my mom because she really likes to burn that around Christmas. And they were doing these 2 for $20, and the original price on this was $19.50. So basically that was like a buy one get one free for me. because I wasn't buying the like littler candles, I was buying the big ones. So that was a really good sale to hit. Also, I know if you don't really like to burn like big candles and stuff like that, especially if you're, you know, just like if you're not really allowed to burn candles that much in your room, this is something I'd recommend. You can get the little, I think they're called tarts from Yankee Candle, and you just put it in here. You put it in this little basin here, and then you put a tea light right here, and you just light it and stick it, and it melts the wax, and it makes your room smell good. So that's one of the things that I'm allowed to burn whenever I want in my room. This is one of the things that I don't burn that much, mainly because it's almost out. Yeah, this is one of my favorite scents. It's the Japanese cherry blossom. Or another thing is the wallflowers that they have at Bath and Body Works. I think they're about $6 or $7 for one of the plugins, and then like I know you can get them on a sale a lot, and whenever I've gotten them on a sale before, it's been like I've gotten them for like $2.50 a piece. But they're basically like the Glade plugins for the wall. But basically, instead of it just being like pine fresh or strawberries or something, like you could buy a Japanese cherry blossom one, or a warm vanilla sugar, or any of the scents that they carry at Bath and Body Works. They pretty much have a little wallflower plug-in for it. So if you're not allowed to burn candles at all, or if you want something to have in your room to make it smell nice, even when you're not there, because I highly recommend not just leaving candles going while you're at school all day, because I had one of these that I left burning while I was at school all day, and it hardly had like anything missing from it, and then it was halfway gone when I got back from school. I was so upset. I had just bought it like a week before. So that's something, and they last about a month. If you keep it plugged in all the time, it lasts about a month. I know one of my friends, she'll just plug it in like every once in a while. But me, I have mine plugged in all the time, so it lasts about a month. And another thing to save on is, I know, at least with my friends, coffee is a big thing, and a lot of my friends will go to like Starbucks like 3 times a day. And to me that's ridiculous, because it's not even like they're just getting the small ones, they're getting the ventis, which are like this freaking big, lengthwise. And that's pretty stupid to me. Or one of my friends has one of those little Keurig 1-cup coffee makers, and I actually thought that was pretty ridiculous until I found out that they actually have refillable cartridges for it, which to me I thought was completely stupid, because I'd never seen them. I'd always just see like the, you know, the big packages like this you can get at Target or like Bed Bath & Beyond of all the different like coffees and stuff. And I was complaining to my parents about how stupid that was and how expensive that would be, because you spend like $100 on it and then it's like $20 for like 5 of them or something. I just thought it was completely stupid. And then they were like, well, actually they have a refillable Keurig thing, so it's not actually that expensive when you think about it. Like, yeah, you spend $100 on the 1-cup thing, but if all you drink is about 1 cup a day, then I guess the $20 thing would be good. But if you're like me, where if you have a coffee maker, like, you're going through a big bag of coffee every day, because I love that shit. You could get one of the little 1-cup things, you get one of the refillable Keurig tabs, and then go to Costco and buy like one of the big Folgers containers that's like this big. So that's pretty much the only way that I've seen that being reasonable. Another thing is makeup. I've used designer makeup, I've used cheap drugstore and dollar store makeup, and I have never noticed a difference. To a degree, like I've used dollar store eyeliner and it drags really bad and it gets dry really quick. I think the first time that I used it was the only time that it wasn't, that it didn't like hurt my eye. But let's see, I have this, which I got in a pack of like 6. It's an eyes, lips, face, glitter eyeliner, and it's got the little sharpening cap. So that was like $2 or $3, and that works pretty good. I've had that for about a year. This one is the Rimmel Soft Kohl Kagel, whatever, eyeliner, and that's lasted me like 6 or 7 months. And usually by now it would be really dry and stuff, but it's pretty good, and I'm still getting used to this damn webcam, and it doesn't tug at all. And then I have an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On in Ransom that I got for Christmas last year, not this past, but the year before. And I've used this a few times and it's pretty good, but it doesn't come out quite as well. And from what I understand, these are like $20 a piece. So, and they're about the same size as, they're about the same size. I mean, this one I've obviously used a lot more than this one. So basically, that's one of the things. Also, lipsticks. I got this for $1 at CVS, and it's a Maybelline lipstick in Scarlet Flare. I've had this for like 6 years. And there's still a pretty decent amount on there, considering I don't use it that much anymore. But these were about $1 a piece at CVS, and there's absolutely no difference between these little lipsticks and one that you end up spending on a $30 MAC lipstick. So, and I know for foundations and stuff, people usually go with, say that MAC is the best for foundations. Yeah, they're heavy. I've used them before. They do have a good coverage, but that's about all I can say. The two foundations that I use the most, this was probably like $3 at Target, and it's a CoverGirl Clean Oil Control foundation. It's the one I'm wearing right now. Or there's this one which I got. It's a handmade cosmetics company called Lush, and this is the color supplement. It's their foundations, and I've had this for about a year, and it's just this little jar, but definitely a little bit goes a long way with this thing, because you just get a little bit on there and you rub it in, and it's a pretty decent coverage. But with any foundation I always use, this is about $20 for this jar, but yeah, a little bit of it goes a long way. And usually with regular foundations I have to use a powder over it to make it so it doesn't seem oily. I don't have to do that with this one. And it's light too. Actually, this one I've discovered actually cleans out my pores. It's the weirdest thing ever, but usually if I use this and then like I put it on in the morning, I wash it off at night, it's perfect. And like my skin feels a lot softer. So that's it for right now. I probably am going to have a bunch more ideas, but for now those are just the basics. Is like coffee, clothes, decorating your room, and makeup. So, I might make 1 or 2 more videos today, I'm not sure. But, yeah. So I'll see you later. And if you like this, subscribe, like, whatever. Bye.